the stuff in the book is all demonstrating theoretical points, but we actually do some lessons. So we've got one up on the screen now. This is an example of an improvisation. So we start off with a melodic thread. If you look at the very top there, we've got 3 simple schemata or patterns. Now, I usually teach in, if you call it Baroque or classical music, 18th century music. There's a general pattern which holds true for all of it, and that is beginning, middle, end.
Right.
The beginning can be in many different parts. You could have beginning, then middle, end,
right.
end, and they can be fragmented. They can have all sorts of patterns, but you can always tell whether something's a beginning, a middle, or an end.
Okay.
So that's how I teach improvisation. We start off with these 3 things. So here we have an example of a theme. La, sol, fa, mi. It can be harmonized in different ways. Or there are many ways you can harmonize it, but its essence is la, sol, fa, mi. That's our theme. So we're going to turn that into a theme. We then have a middle. The middle is a very famous one. Sol, fa, fa, mi. Now notice, when I'm teaching this, we have our theme in C major. La, sol, fa, mi. I could do this. Sol, fa, fa, mi. Sol, fa, fa, mi. Or I do the other one. La, sol, fa, mi. Sol, fa, fa, mi. Which is better because it goes to the other hexachord.
Okay.
Anyone struggling with this? La, sol, fa, mi, re, do. That's the scale on G. La, sol, fa, mi, re, do. That's the scale on C. So this is the scale on G. La, sol, fa, mi, or 6, 5, 4, 3 if you like. And this is the scale on C. 5, 4, 4, 3, sol, fa, fa, mi. You can replace the syllables with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It makes no difference. They're just harder to sing.
Right.
So theme is la, sol, fa, mi. Middle, sol, fa, fa, mi. Cadence, we need a cadence at the end.
Right.
La, sol, fa, mi, re, do. A full scale all the way down. Now, I won't go on about how modern systems can't do that, but you can hear how intuitive that is. So you can all hear we've got a theme, a middle, and an end. So the theme, I'm going to do this very quickly. In a lesson, I would normally spend half an hour doing this. And we would do all sorts of stuff like, let's add thirds. That's la, sol, fa, mi. Or we can do la, sol, fa, mi. That's an example of a la, sol, fa, mi as a theme. We've got one here. Can you see I've got an extended la? La, sol, fa, mi. Yeah, and we just go through lots and lots of different examples of how you can sing 4 syllables, la, sol, fa, mi, in different ways, many, many thousands of different ways. Can we scroll down now? We go to the middle. I haven't got time to demonstrate, but you can see we have a lot of fun. We go through loads of different ways. For instance, I'll do some examples. Ready? Okay. Sol, fa, mi. Sol, fa, mi. Yep. Sol, fa, mi. Sol, fa, sol, fa, sol. We can do hundreds. I can do thousands and thousands of them.
I want to steal your licks.
let's scroll down. There are thousands. You just have to sing solfeggio and you learn all the different ways of doing it. This is the cadence. So with my students, I say, look, there are different ways to harmonize this cadence. I mean, there are thousands. There are tens of thousands. So we're just going to choose one. And then we do, for instance, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. That's making re longer.
Okay.
I could talk. I have to teach lessons like this, but there's so much to say. I have to do it quickly.
Okay.
Which notes you pause on and cadence on is quite a complex thing that I teach. But here we're just pausing on re to make it a cadence. You can also pause on fa. Did you hear that? La, sol, fa, mi, re, do. If we do both, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Then I teach a thing called an inganno. I won't talk about that now. It's we can do if we do inganni, I'll tell you, it's quite funny. You sing the same syllable, but from the other hexachord, the other scale. So if I sing la, sol, fa, mi, yes?
Yep.
If I sing la, sol, fa, mi, re, can you hear that?
That's
la,
awesome.
sol, fa, mi, re. Very common in counterpoint. It's a silly trick.
That is so cool.
But here, if I sing instead of la, sol, fa, I can sing la, sol, fa, mi. Now I'm going to put a third in. La, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Hear that? Yes.
Yeah.
La, sol, fa, mi, re, do. La, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Can you hear? Simple leaps of a third.
So do you
if we scroll down now?
Oh, just one quick question, Professor Baragwanath. So when you leap to the other hexachord, do you have to follow the rules of counterpoint in terms of contrary motion and not making sure that the jump is too big and that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's a language. It has to be learned through examples because the rules are too complex. So there are lots of tricks. For instance, here, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, mi. Those are our parallels.
Yeah.
La, sol, sol, fa, mi, mi. They will generally work. So listen, la, sol, sol, fa, mi. Can you hear they work?
Yep.
So here, la, sol, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re,